Good morning, children. Welcome to online class. Children, in this class, we are going to discuss in clear what are ingredients and what are the different sources that we are getting from plants, animals, and next other sources. Means what kind of materials we are getting from the sources. What is source? What is source, children? What is your source, children? Your father and mother. Why? Because they are providing you good education and they providing you shelter and they provide whatever the requirements, basic requirements you need, they are providing us. So your father and mother is a source for you, children. Right now, if you want to cook or prepare a food item, then what we need sources. Okay, from the sources we need materials. With the help of materials only we are cooking the food material. Understand, children? If I want to prepare one kind of food item like idli, first of all I need some idli rava, water. Where does the idli rava comes from? Plant. Idli rava is a material, but the source, who is giving that source? From the plant, children. Understand, children? From the plants it is coming. Right now we will discuss in clear from starting onwards, that is the ingredients. I already discussed that what are ingredients, children. I already discussed that ingredients. Children, the materials which are required to cook food or to prepare food are known as ingredients, children. Understand, children? You need to cook a bread halwa or bread kasari, like this. These are all the food items, children. If you want to prepare, you need what? Materials, children. Bread, milk, and water, and like sugar, different oil. These are all the materials, children. Understand? Whatever the food item you are eating, that is made up of several materials, children. Several materials. But you don't bother about this because you did not enter into that field. So you did not get any idea about that. Why? Because your mother is taking care of that all issues, means materials, what required, and this day what curry to prepare, what food item to prepare. Your mother takes the job, but not you, children. You are concentrating on the studies. You are not going to kitchen at all. How can you know what materials are required to prepare different food items, children? Understand? But here in the science, from the subject of science, you are going to learn what are the food materials from the class itself. You are not learning in the kitchen. You are learning in the class itself, children. Ingredients. Mainly, what the definition says, to prepare any kind of food material, whatever it may be, you need materials, children. Without materials, can we cook food? No, we cannot, children. Understand? Ingredients. Okay, where does these ingredients comes from? I given you a lace packet, children, and I said that at the back of the lace packet there gives information, a small information. What is that? Ingredients list, children. What ingredient list? The ingredients which are required to prepare chips packet, like what is it? Lace packet. Lace. To prepare lace, what are the ingredients we take? That it mentions clearly at the back of the packet. Understand, children? Right now you take that packet in the market. You know that many times you will observe that you take one of the packet and write that in the notes. In the notes you follow and write that, children. Okay, after writing it, you think the material. Suppose right now we are going to perform one small activity, that is nothing but, if you want to prepare biryani, children, biryani, what do we need, children? We need raw rice. We need raw rice Next water. Next oil, edible oil. Edible oil. Next spices. Spices. Next what you need? Salt. Children, look at the first material, that is raw rice. Where does this raw rice comes from? This was one of the material. There are, I noticed here 5 materials, children, but there are many materials required to prepare biryani. But from my point of view, I am saying only 5 materials which are required to prepare biryani. From my point of view, children, this is the first material, raw rice. Where does this material raw rice comes from? From the plant itself. Okay, what is the source? Plant. And what is water? Water. What is a natural source? Understand, children? So we don't mention anything here. Natural source, no. So next, oil. Where does oil comes from? Some oils comes from the plants. Understand, children? Most probably all the oils comes from the plants. Mention here also, source of this oil is plant. Next is spices. You know that according to our Indian, means in India, there are many spices compared to other countries. Even though in the our independence freedom movement from 1600 to 1800, what happened? Britishers came to India and they fight with us and they take away our valuable spices, children. Valuable spices they taken to their country, children. These spices comes from the plant. Understand, children? And salt. Where does the salt comes from? Oceans. This is external. Means I am keeping here O. Means nothing but other source. See, when I mentioned these materials, out of them 4, 1, 2, 3 are plant source and the salt is the other source. Like that, we get eggs and meat and milk from animals, children. We get milk, meat and eggs from the animals, children. Like this, you prepare one activity, children, of your own. Take any packet and list the ingredients, means materials, these ingredients, and you check whether this material came from which source, like plant or other source or animal. You try to write it, children. We'll see next topic in the next class, children, that is how to develop food habits. How to develop food habits. We'll discuss in the next class, children. Thank you, children.